What's up, you lovely people? Let's dive straight into the video. We got here Phoebe Bridgers, this lady here, a singer, that she did an interview with Vogue Teens or something of that sort. And apparently she's a age supporter, and she had this to say about this whole scenario, this whole thing. Phoebe said, I think that there has been this falsehood, and I think queer people are included in this, of having to be the perfect Vic or the perfect survivor or the perfect representation for your marginalized community. If Amber H exhibited any neurotic behavior, it was held against her. Then Johnny Depp, out of his mouth, admitted some of the most crazy shit in court, and it's somehow like people aren't surprised. She went on, the whole situation was so upsetting to me that it was treated like a fandom war, laughing at someone crying in court. It was disgusting. You know what it's disgusting? The fact that people like this lady right here hasn't taken the time to actually watch the trial. This is what it's at. Probably she's not even aware that there are audios, hours of audios available out there, which it might change her mind. But no, she most likely chose to hear the headlines of the pro-AH camp and the stands, and she's just running in her echo chamber, most likely because she's one of those that believes female women by default and denies the very purpose of why you would join a Me Too movement in the first place, which is to be on the side of the actual survivor, allowing those people to come forward, tell their story, and see what's up. Johnny Depp did that, and he had a huge burden to prove. And let's remind Phoebe Bridgers that actually Amber H was found guilty of lying with malice, with actual malice, by the court, by the jury. But probably she doesn't care about that fact. She's not interested. She's interested probably in the truth that she garnered by whatever source of information she feeds on. I have no idea. But definitely this is another example of people, celebrities or singers, standing on the side of the wrong because they didn't put in any work. They didn't care to begin with. They just trusted maybe their intuition. Who knows? Who cares that there are 6 weeks of trial out there? Who cares that there are hours and hours of audio that actually proves to many millions around the world the dynamic of a very, very toxic relationship? So I have to say, oh boy, here we go again. Those people are relentless. And on that note, suddenly, you see, you have new pictures of Amber H popping out like magic again with her daughter. It's fascinating because I was trying to find this article, which some screenshots suggested that it's from the Daily Mail, but it's not there, nowhere to be found anymore. Anyway, you have AH here with grown-up daughter that she's going around buying wine. Fine. Also some Madeleine, actually are very tasty. So far so good. Who cares, honestly? What it's interesting is to see that lately every picture that is coming out of this woman, it's with her daughter. See, this is part of the article, dailymail.co.uk. I couldn't find it anymore. If you can, please share it with me. But anyway, the article mentioned that AH wants to move on with her life. I don't know if they asked, that's what it says in the article, that she's busy wanting to be a full-time mother, focusing on her daughter and not spending days or hours on the phone with lawyers. That's what the article said. So it's very interesting. You see somebody showing support for her, and immediately, again, another photo hope or article that depicts her in a very friendly manner, but probably the so-called mannerism of being used to do certain things on a daily basis, which is going to the grocery and buying the things that you like the most, which is probably Madeleines and wine. Maybe it's backfiring a little bit because somehow it's proving that she is still a wine connoisseur and she is still somebody that probably enjoys wine. How about that? let's remind ourselves of those huge bills that Johnny Depp received when they lived together, which were attributed to him, which is also a drinker, to be fair. But it's no surprise that those bills were really high when you probably had an entourage of people living in your apartments, which they were feeding off of that generosity. How about that? Again, the article mentioned that she wants to move on, and that's it. But the fact proves otherwise, because we know of the assignment of errors which were filed in just a few days ago or last week in the Virginia court, which is the next step into the appeal. So the article says something, the facts say something else. What do you make of this? I don't know. I know that I stand on the side of survivors, that survivors have no gender, and that people, before opening their mouth, they should give us, at least they should take a little bit of time to check the sources, to check the facts, instead of just running with their ideas, because this is just an opinion and means absolutely nothing. That's what it is. That's where it's at. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for the support. Ciao.